morning. It was a little bit early, but we had a good warm-up and we had a fun sing, and there was so much energy there. It was just great. Multitude of different aspects that they develop.
What have you learned as being part of this choir?
Well, that there's a lot of things to learn. I definitely going into the choir, I didn't know as much as I did, and it's really, thrilling to be able to experience all this stuff.
And what kind of feedback do you get from other choirs around here, around the country, and parents?
It's amazing. The parents are probably the ones that we hear from.
Of course, yes.
The quickest on how it's changed their child. And one of the aspects that I've seen a lot or heard a lot about is the self-confidence of the choristers or the children in other aspects of what they do. Is probably the biggest thing that we get. We rarely get the comment, oh, and they sing so much better. We don't hear that, but we hear about their worth and their development and their confidence and all that stuff that is sort of intrinsic to the work that we do, but it's still developed without sometimes even talking about it.
You're 14 now, you have a bit more schoolwork to do. How do you balance your time with rehearsal schedules and schoolwork and all of that?
Well, I'm homeschooled, so we can change our schedule a lot, but when I live far away, so it's kind of we have to plan ahead, but really it's not really a problem sometimes because it's really just the drive to be able to come here, and it's worth it.
It's a busy season for everybody. Tell me about some of the shows you've performed this festive season.
Well, last weekend were our Christmas concerts, and because we have such a big family of choirs, we have 5 choirs in all, and all those parents and aunts and uncles who come to the show, we had to do 2 performances, and so we did performances on Saturday and Sunday, and some of our other choirs, of our training choirs, have done little sing-alongs here and there, and this was our last event of the season, but we're hard at work. We still have another rehearsal next week because early in the winter we're performing with the music department at Ottawa Youth and Opera, so we're hard at work already getting that together.
Yeah, I mean, everybody loves holiday music. Everybody knows the song, sings along. What are some of the favorites for the choir?
Well, one of my favorites is the one that we first performed this morning called Szczedrik Szczedrik. It's written by Leontovich, who happens to be a conductor from Ukraine. And it's the Carol of the Bells, but it has nothing to do with bells in the original language. It's about doves and the New Year. So for me, it's been for a very, very long time. For the first time I learned it in Ukrainian has been a favorite of mine. So I wanted the choristers to have that experience also this year.
And what about you? Do you have a favorite?
Yeah, we do a song called Winter Fantasy, and it's really engaging, and you could do a lot of movements raising your fist in the air and saying all these hey and stuff like that, and it's a really fun Christmas song to sing at this time.
You are celebrating a big anniversary this year, 65 years. Tell me a little bit about the history there.
Well, the choir was started with music specialists in the school board, the Ottawa School Board, who got together and went to every school and selected the best and the most interested singers into singing more. And that's the way the choir was formed the first year. And through the years, the NEC opened and they were the top choir, children's choir in town. So they've done a lot of singing at the NEC. And then the Legion invited the choir to sing on November 11th. So we've been doing that for over 35 years now, every year. So there are staples like that in our history, if I can say, that have solidified what we do and have also made sure that we kept our goals of being musical excellence and musical training for the choristers.
Throughout your time with the choir, then, do you have any most memorable moments?
Actually, one that always comes to mind is we were on tour in Europe and we participated in this International Children's Choir Festival in Vienna. And I remember us back then, we were doing, for the first time, choirs were starting to sing music inspired by the Indigenous people of Canada. Unfortunately, some of those songs were a little bit more cultural appropriation, but in those days we were just, tipping our toes into this. And I remember the reaction of the audience when we sang that piece in the competition. And it was just, they were discovering a world. And I'm so happy that we are moving forward in that, and that we have Indigenous composers that write new music for choirs that is for us, and we can spread it around the world and help, in our reconciliation.
And what about yourself? Do you have any of, I guess, best memories?
Well, there's a lot.
Yeah.
I can remember lots of performances that we've done. I've gotten a lot of different opportunities because of the choir, and we went to Montreal last year and we had fun. It was a 2-day trip, and so yeah, we get to do a lot of fun things, and all the performances are just great. So yeah.
They all have their own kind of special parts to them, I guess.
Yes.
Thank you guys so much. Congratulations and best of luck in the new year.
Thank you.
Głośny